Clear?
So can you repeat that?
It is a process of being in harmony within and in harmony with the entire existence. And in harmony with the entire existence. Okay? Point number 5. Point number 5. It is a process of identifying our thoughts and moving towards self-expression. Moving towards self-expression. Moving towards self-expression. Okay. And last point, that is point number 6. Have you completed this 4 and 5 points? Anyone having any doubt or any question? No.
Sir, can you repeat it again?
It is a process of point number 5. It is a process of identifying our thoughts and moving towards self-expression. And moving towards self-expression. Point number 6. Point number 6. It is a process of self-evolution. It is a process of self-evolution through self-exploration. Through self-exploration. Okay. Okay. So point number 6, it is a process of self-evolution through self-exploration. It is a process of self-evolution through self-exploration. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So right understanding obtained through screen is visible, na?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Obtained through self-exploration can be recognized as follows. Number 1, it is assuring. First of all, it is assuring. Number 2, it is satisfying. And number 3, it is universal. So these are the things. It is assuring, it is satisfying, and it is universal. So universal means that is with respect to time. That is, it holds good for all time, present, past, and future. It holds good for all time. Okay, that is past, present, and future. Okay, number 2, space. So this point you need to remember. If you remember the points, I think you can easily explain it. It is same for all locations. It is same for all locations. And my handwriting is readable or not?
Yes, sir.
And individual also. Individual. So it is same for every human being. It is same for every human being. It is very important thing, that is right understanding. Whenever this you have this right understanding, you will get the right understanding by right path through self-exploration. So that means it must be fulfill the 3 criteria. That is, it must be assured. Okay, it is satisfying for all at all levels. Okay, and it is universal. And universal, whenever the universal things you will write. So accordingly, you have to mention the 3 points: basically time, space, and individual. Okay. Okay. So the last line, that is very important line, just I will ask you to write, note it. Self exploration, write it. Self exploration ultimately results in right understanding of the entire existence. Self exploration ultimately results in right understanding of the entire existence. That is under double quote, you have to write realization realization of coexistence. Realization of coexistence. Okay, that means this coexistence means whether you are making is in with nature, with the family members, this coexistence, realization, and understanding of harmony. Understanding of harmony under double quote. Understanding of harmony. Have you written it?
Yes, sir.
And contemplation of relationship. CONTEMPLATION.
So can you repeat this whole point?
Whole sentence.
Yes, sir. From self-exploration ultimately results.
Okay, self-exploration ultimately results in right understanding of the entire existence. That is realization of coexistence under double quote. Realization of coexistence. Understanding of harmony. And contemplation of relationship. Contemplation of what is the meaning of this line? A word Any what is the meaning of that?
So the action of looking thoughtfully at something.
Exactly. That is something. Whenever you are thinking something very deeply, you are thinking about a relationship. Okay. Or you can say that is observing. Okay, observing the things very carefully. Okay, it may be contemplation of your career. That means you are deeply thinking about your future, or about your future career, or about your future or your life, basically. Okay, so this is contemplation. Contemplation means deeply thinking or deeply understanding, deeply studying these things as much as I know. Okay, clear? So this is the part this is the lecture 1, sorry, module 1, lecture 2. I will just send the notes to you. Now,
So what is after contemplation of?
relationship. Contemplation of relationship. Okay. Taken up. Contemplation of relationship.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So this realization of coexistence, understanding of harmony, this lines you must write it in the double quote. Okay, because these are the main points. Okay, where you can get the benefit of self exploration. Okay, so now we'll start next. This is your L3M1. What is L3? Lecture 3, module 1. Okay, so this is the topic is basic human aspirations basic human aspirations and their fulfillment. Actually, the concepts remain same. The same thing they have discussed repeatedly in different chapters. Fulfillment. Okay, this is the uh, this heading or the chapter name: basic human aspirations and their fulfillment. So here in the mainly we need to discuss the main point over in this chapter, that is continuous happiness. Our discussion topic is continuous happiness and prosperity as basic human aspirations. Okay, so that means whenever you think, okay, so we do it with some end state in the mind. That end state is our basic aspiration. Whenever you think, so most of the time we'll focus on our basic aspiration. So if you ask yourself, okay, so 3 questions are very, very important. Do I want to be happy? This is, do I want to be happy? Okay, do I want to be prosperous? And do I want the continuity of happiness and prosperity? So these are the things. Okay. So it is end state. Mind ka end state is the basic aspiration. And when you ask yourself, so these three things are very, very important. And that is, do I want to be happy? Do I want to be prosperous? And do I want the continuity of happiness and prosperity? So in all the cases, these 3 points, if you just think it, all the cases, the answer is affirmative. That is yes. The answer is yes or no? Yes. So that means we have a natural acceptance for continuity of happiness and prosperity. Agreed or not? It is a natural acceptance, na? We want to be always happy, and or we want to maintain the happiness and prosperity in our mind. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what are the basic
Yes.
requirements for fulfillment of human aspiration? Basic requirement bolo. Basic requirement for fulfillment of human aspirations. Any idea? Acha, these questions, if do I want to be happy, do I want to be prosperous, so in this case always the answer is yes, it is affirmative. But if you try to find out if we have already fulfilled our basic aspiration, but then it is not always affirmative. Yes or no? If you think yourself that whether we have achieved this happiness and prosperity, in that case, is it always affirmative? No. So that means there is a gap. There must be a gap. Are you able to follow it? There must be a gap between our basic aspiration and our state of being. Yes or no? Hello. These lines you are agreeing or not? Hello, please explain. Hello. I am not getting any response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there must be a gap now. So we always want to be happy, but if you ask yourself whether I am really happy, so then the question comes, no, it is not always. So that means there is a gap. There must be a gap between between our basic aspiration and our state of being, the state of mind. Our state of being means the state of mind. Okay. So in that case, to fulfill these requirements, this do I want to be happy, this fulfill the requirements, what we are actually doing, we are actually trying to, what will be our that is our target is that to accumulate a physical facility. Okay, but we are human being, we means the human being are generally working for accumulation of physical facility. Yes or no? बोलो, हम लोग सारे लोग की फिजिकल फैसिलिटी के पीछे जा रहा है कि नहीं? But the basic problem is that happiness and prosperity will automatically come when we have enough physical facility. It is our assumption. We generally, it is our assumption that if you have enough physical facility, so I will be happy. So that means if you have I have already discussed that if you have 2 to 3 BMW cars, okay, if you have a flat in a very posh area, okay, so you have a furnished flat. These are all the physical facility. We are always trying to get the or accumulate this physical facility, and it is we used to assume that if we accumulate that physical facility, so we will be happy. So our state of mind will be it is prevail the happiness in our state of mind. Yes or no? So
Yes.
please enlighten on that case. Anyone? Do you think that or not? यही हम लोगों को whole life का तो यही हमारा target है कि नहीं है? How many of you are thinking about the true relationship or the true success? Most of the people are not aware of that. Okay, but we are actually running after the physical facility. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Jishan.
Yes, sir.
Jishan, do you think that we are running after the physical facility, and we used to think that if we can accumulate that physical facility, so we will be happy, we will be much more prosperous, our state of mind will be in the happiness state? Do you think or not?
Yes, sir. We keep thinking that.
So
If
right now, on the basis of the previous two more lectures, right now, do you think only physical facility will give you the ultimate happiness in your state of mind?
no, sir, there should be a coordination between human values also. Hello.
So bolo.
Yes, sir. Matlab, sir, there should be a coordination between human values and that physical facilities. We should keep a balance between both of these things.
Exactly, and let's try to find out by asking these questions also. You need to find out these questions. That is the unhappiness in my family? Okay, if you are not accumulating the physical facility, then also it may happen that is in your family this happiness is not prevailed. Okay, or due to lack of physical facility or lack of fulfillment in relationship. This is also a part that to fulfill our aspirations. Okay, if you just ask yourself, the lack of fulfillment in relationship also does not make you in a happiness state. Okay, so now you think up to this graduation level, how much time you have spent, but you have invested for physical facility, and how much time you have given an effort for investigating the fulfillment of relationship. Just ask yourself. Ask yourself how much time you have really given to acquire the physical facility to make you happy, and how much time you have given till now for investing the fulfillment of relationship. But if you just notice that if that is also self exploration. If it is a self exploration, so in that case you can find that most of the time is invested to get the physical facility. Okay, and we are also assuming that if we have enough physical facility, so there will be no unhappiness in the family. हम लोग तो ऐसे ही सोचते हैं कि नहीं, बोलो? हेलो?
Yes, sir.
So कितना लोग ऐसे, अभी सारे लोग ऐसे ही सोचते हैं कि जे हम if I can give the lots of things as a physical facility to my son, to my wife, to my parents, so they will be much more happy. But this is not the ultimate thing. This is not the true. By this way you cannot, okay, fulfill the relationship, or the harmony will not be prevailed. But for human being, the physical facility is necessary, but relationship is also necessary. This line is important. For human being, okay, for human being, physical facility is necessary, but relationship is also necessary. Physical facilities only needed for humans. Now,
No,
as well
sir.
as animals, as well as for animals, physical facility. If you just think, physical facility is necessary for animals as well as for human being. For animals as well as for human being. But what is the difference, bolo? For animals, it is necessary as well as it is adequate. But in case of human being, for animals, it is necessary. For animals, it is necessary, plus it is, as well as it is, bolo?
Adequate.
You know what adequate meaning? What is
So
the meaning of
basically-
adequate? So that means it is enough for an animal. It is enough what they need. Okay, but human being, in that for the human being, it is not that case. Okay, that means physical facility alone is not going to suffice for the fulfill of human being. For animals, physical facility, just difference देखो. For animal, physical facility is necessary, as well as adequate. What is the meaning of adequate? That is, it is enough. It is enough. Okay. But for human being, physical facility is needed. Physical facility is necessary. But it is not going to suffice. It is not going to suffice for the fulfillment of human being. Agreed or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, so it is true when for a human being, if you just think of a human being, if he or she has a lack of physical facility, he or she becomes uncomfortable and unhappy. And if he gets the physical facility, then she forgets about it and starts thinking about many other things. But that means that I want to say, so when a physical facility is really affects our mind in such a way. Suppose you have achieved such and such thing. Okay, you are not happy. Next, your target will be, that is, suppose we want to get it more. Suppose I have purchased suppose I have purchased Grand i10. You know Grand i10? Hello.
Yes, sir. It's a car.
Yes, sir.
It's a car. Which company? Model?
Hyundai.
Hyundai. So if I have purchased Grand i10 Neos, okay. So later on, what I am thinking, 2 साल बाद हमको क्या सोनेट लेना पड़ेगा क्या? नहीं तो Altroz? Yes or no? But what is the purpose of it? देखो, you are getting into enough physical facility. I think देखो, but first of all, if this is, if my consideration is that देखो दोनों में ही 4 सीटर है, Altroz में जाओगे उसमें भी ड्राइवर प्लस 4 सीटर, ग्रैंड i10 में जाओ भी 4 सीटर, बट I want more comfort, माने comfort, I want more and more comfort. Yes or no? एक तो हो सकता है इसी के लिए, और एक दूसरा हो सकता है कि किसी को दिखाने के लिए. Yes or no? And if you just run your life in this way, so you will never be happy. And it is always we have to acknowledge, we have to believe these things. That is, if I am happy with this, suppose with my Alto, my family members may not be. Yes or no? Maybe I am happy with my Alto 800, ki Maruti 800. All the members of my family will be happy with that. They may not be. So this is the case. This subject, okay, this right understanding, this value education is not only for myself. It's also for all the family members. Okay. If they will achieve that knowledge, knowledge, then a harmony can be prevailed. It's not आपको, आप मान लीजिए वैल्यू एजुकेशन में नॉलेज पे आ गया और आपका राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो रहा है, बट आपका फैमिली मेंबर्स में नहीं हो रहा है, तो आपका फैमिली में हैप्पीनेस प्रिवेल होगा?
No, sir.
So this is whenever we will discuss the relationship, probably in module 2 or module 3, I have to check it. So in that case, it is mandatory. That is, all the members, they have to get this knowledge. But it is really difficult for a human being, because we are always run by this need. आज मेरा 2 कमरे का फ्लैट है, तो कल हमको क्या लगेगा? 4 कमरे होने से और भी कंफर्ट मिल जाएगा. क्या पहले हम लोग पहले बहुत सारे लोग जो है जिसका उतना पैसा नहीं था, उसके स्लीपर क्लास में ट्रेवल करते रेल में, ठीक है. अभी ऐसा स्थिति आ गया, दैट मीन्स विदाउट 2 टायर they will not able to move or the first class. But the thing is that, but always in your life, okay, your situation, financial situation, always will not be same always. So ये भी एक चीज देखो, उठना जितना आसान है, नीचे जाना भी उतना इजी नहीं है. Do you agree it or not? बोलो, ये बात बता दो. जैसे कोई लोग स्लीपर से जब 2 टायर में ट्रैवल, मान लीजिए 5 साल 2 टायर छोड़ के ट्रैवल नहीं कर रहा है, बट ड्यू टू सम इकोनॉमिक टर्मोइल कंडीशन, he has to he or her family has to move with the sleeper car or sleeper class or the general class. Is it possible? माने ये mentally एक बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we can
Yes,
say
sir.
that the human desire doesn't have a limit. Like if we fulfill one thing, then we're getting more and more.
एग्जैक्टली बट माने अनटिल देखो ये लाइफ का एक ये है कि ये आप जब तक आप किसी में एक को आपको बांधना चाहिए ये इसके बाद हमको और नहीं जाना चाहिए। देखो अदरवाइज क्या होगा, अभी अभी एक नॉर्मल प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल आई वांट टू शेयर विद यू। देखो अभी जैसे कार खरीदना इतना डिफिकल्ट कुछ है? you have a minimum amount of salary, so most of the banks are ready to give you to offer you a loan. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? So suppose a person who is getting near about 80,000-90,000, so he or she is buying, I am really getting this things, he or she is really buying a car of worth rupees 15 to 16 lakhs. अभी क्या हो रहा है, 15 to 16 lakhs का गाड़ी खरीदने के लिए आपको क्या देना पड़ेगा? उसका मैक्सिमम 15 to 20% डाउन पेमेंट, दैट मीन्स हार्डली 2 lakhs. आई थिंक इट इज नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट 2 lakhs रुपीज, ठीक है। जिसका टारगेट है वो चीज के लेना, तो 2 लाख रुपये दे दिया। उसके बाद 14 lakhs के लिए ईएमआई पर मंथ मान लीजिए 18 to 19,000। सो देखो मे बी he is not capable of getting that thing, but due to this loan facility he is having that thing, okay, and ultimately it is creating a pressure in your life also, because per month at 18 to 19 20,000 EMI is not very easy, but he is going for the or he is running after the physical facility। और 2-4 साल बाद ये आदमी ये भी सोच रहा है कि ठीक है इसको 4 साल में बेचने के बाद फिर हम और भी ज्यादा गाड़ी के उससे ज्यादा कुछ 22 lakhs का गाड़ी खरीद लेंगे। तो इसमें क्या आपका लाइफ में कभी भी हैप्पीनेस प्रिवेल नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आप जितना इसी में दौड़ेंगे ना तो उतना भी आपका फिजिकल प्रेशर आएगा, कोई ना कोई आपको किसी ना किसी जगह पे आपको छाटना पड़ेगा। ठीक, समझ आप तो कट ले और बजट ना, आप इधर 20,000 का बजट में आपका ईएमआई जा रहा है तो किसी जगह पे आपको कटल करना ही पड़ेगा। और ह्यूमन बीइंग का यही एक ये कि हम किसी से हम कुछ के कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे। हमको 18 lakhs का गाड़ी भी चाहिए, हमको 3 कमरे का हमको ये भी चाहिए, फ्लैट भी चाहिए, और वो भी बड़ी पॉश एरिया में। So this is not adequate always. So the only physical facility I want to say, if you just run after this physical facility, then happiness will not be prevailed. So is there any thing you want to tell us? Anyone having any idea? I think this type of things is applicable for everyone's life. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Sir, and the desire to get something only lasts, sir, till we don't have the thing. After that, we gained, or after that we have the thing. Then, sir, it doesn't excite us the same way that
Exactly.
that we used to be excited.
Exactly. आप 2-4 साल पहले जो जीन्स खरीदे थे, अभी जाए क्या सब जीन्स का कंपनी का क्या लिवाइज ने क्या सब है ना नाम, उसको बढ़ते जा रहा है ना आप। आप सोचिएगा 5 साल पहले जो कंपनी का आप जीन्स खरीदे थे, अभी और भी अच्छा कंपनी, क्योंकि देखो अभी बहुत मॉल में बहुत सारे कंपनी मॉल में जो मिलता है और एक नॉर्मल शॉप में जो मिलता है, दोनों में डिफरेंस होता है कि नहीं? बट ह्यूमन सर उसी जाएगा से हम लोग की, जैसे हम लोग कलकत्ता में एक है साउथ सिटी मॉल, ठीक है, उसमें आप एक माने बैग, लेदर बैग का हमको देखे कि उसका प्राइस है 35,000, and if you think that I have to purchase that, okay, accordingly you have to budget your entire things, you have to budget. So if you have really need it, you purchase it. If you do not need it, मैं तो 35,000 का लेदर बैग से हमको 2,000-3,000 में भी हो सकता है ना, तो कोई एक जाएगा। if you have a economic condition, so you can buy it, but एक चीज के लिए दूसरा को काटिल करना और उसी के लिए फैमिली में रिलेशनशिप में भी डिस्टर्ब हो सकता है। जो यहाँ पे जो बोल रहा है, जैसे एनिमल के लिए नहीं होता, एनिमल फिजिकल फैसिलिटी ओके मिल गया तो ठीक है, बट ह्यूमन बीइंग कभी भी हैप्पी नहीं हो सकता। दैट्स द मेन। ओके ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट क्लास पार्ट डिस्कस कर लेंगे इसके बाद। और दोनों नोट, एक लेक्चर 2 का हम भेज देंगे आज को आपको, ठीक है। ओके क्लास में कोई ये नहीं है, डिस्कशन सही लग रहा है कि नहीं? सही तो नहीं लगने से भी कुछ नहीं है, बट जो हम डिस्कस कर रहे हो आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं, यही बताओ।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
समझ
sir.
में आ रहा है।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू ऑल।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू।